What is a computational domain in CFD software? Imagine trying to understand how air flows around a car or how water moves inside a pipe. To do this with computer simulations, you need a specific space where all the action happens. That space is called the computational domain. It is the virtual region where the fluid flow is studied and calculated. Think of it as a box or area you define around your object of interest. This space can be a volume around an airplane wing or the inside of a duct. The key is that everything happening in this space is what the software will analyze. To do this accurately, the software divides this space into many small pieces called a mesh or grid. Each of these tiny pieces is where the equations that describe fluid flow are solved. The size and shape of this domain are very important. For example, when analyzing airflow around a vehicle, the domain needs to be large enough so that the edges are from the car. This prevents the boundaries from affecting the results. For internal flows like inside a pipe, the domain is just the inside of the pipe itself. You can change the size and position of the domain to get better results or to save time. Setting the right boundary conditions on the edges of the domain is also essential. These conditions tell the software what kind of flow to expect at the boundaries, like a steady wind or a sudden burst of air. Properly defining the computational domain is vital for reliable results. It influences how well the software predicts things like lift, drag, heat transfer, or mixing. For example, in designing an aircraft, the domain must include enough space around the wings to accurately see how air flows and how much lift is generated. In heating and cooling systems, the domain might be the entire room and duct system to optimize airflow. So, in simple terms, the computational domain is the virtual space where all the fluid flow magic happens in CFD software. Picking the right size and shape is the first step toward getting useful, accurate data for your design or analysis project.